Hello and welcome to the House of Blues. Today we face another of our London neighbours in Tottenham Hotspur. A team that we have not lost to in the women's game, and we've played 9 and won 9. We've scored 21 goals and conceded just 5. But let's not run away with this and presume that we're going to trounce them 5-0, because the last run of results shows that each game has only been won by a single goal. Tottenham are a team that look improved on paper, and some performances demonstrate this, but so far things have not gone according to plan. The summer saw them sign a handful of new players, including some signings from PSG and Real Madrid, most notably Mate Oroz and Hayley Rasso. Tottenham's new recruits have already started to settle with decent performances individually, but the team has a long way to go to become a formidable unit like their West London rivals. So far this season, Tottenham have stuttered. They played a pre-season match against Dutch team Feyenoord, who we know from our pre-season 9-0 drubbing, and Spurs only managed a 2-0 victory against them. Spurs kicked off the new season with an emphatic 4-0 win at Crystal Palace and followed that with a tight 2-2 draw against Aston Villa. Now, with 4 points from 6, they then took on Charlton in the League Cup and came away with a 2-1 win, as expected, but then returned to their WSL schedule with a crash as they lost their next 2 fixtures, the first a 3-2 loss to Liverpool at home, followed by a 3-0 trouncing against Manchester United. Now, Tottenham currently sit in 7th place with just 4 points out of 12, and they could find themselves in a spot of bother if they don't turn the tide and at least start winning games that they should be winning. This upcoming fixture against the Blues, though, is not one they'll be expected to win. If we check out the stats, we get an idea of how each team compares. So Tottenham so far have a rating of 6.94 overall to Chelsea's 7.18, which just indicates the general level of performance collectively for each team. And Tottenham have actually been playing very well, but have just been punished efficiently for any mistakes that they've made. Now, in 4 matches, they've scored 8 goals and conceded 8 goals, and they score an average of 2 goals per game, whereas Chelsea have scored 10 and conceded just 1, and we score an average of 3.3 goals per game. Now, both Tottenham and Chelsea like to have the ball, and on average have around 400 passes each per game. Now, the Tottenham manager is Robert Villahamn, who managed Häcken in 2021 and ensured they qualified for the Champions League. They finished as runners-up in the league, and they reached 2 cup finals. Now, last season, Robert led Tottenham to their first ever FA Cup final and finished the season in 6th place, and he'll be looking to improve this season. And with some of the signings they've made, it could be possible. So far this season, there have been some signs they've improved, but they're still dropping points where they shouldn't be. And against Manchester United, they were by far the better team with more chances and more sustained pressure, but lost the match 3-0. With results like this against teams they are directly competing for league position with, they will surely end in the bottom half again come the end of the season unless they address their faults. Now, if we take a look at the squad ratings for Spurs, we can see a familiar face at the top in Drew Spence, a fantastic player who spent many years with us at the Blues, and she is instrumental in this Spurs team. Drew gets on the ball a lot and loves to occupy as much of the pitch as she can. There is very little of the grass that she won't have stepped on, and if we want to break Tottenham's rhythm, we'll need to cut her off and prevent her from linking the play. You'll also notice on that list towards the top are 2 of Spurs' new signings in Rasso and Oroz. Midfield is the standout area of strength for Spurs, but with a leaky defence and a misfiring attacking line, they'll find themselves feeling like they're controlling games, but all the while shopping goals while not clocking up any for themselves. So how will we set up against them? I can see us playing a hybrid 4-2-3-1 with focus on our wings. I feel both Neville and Grant are players that will struggle against our wing threat, and Bartrip and Hunt may struggle against the sheer power of Ramirez if we keep delivering dangerous crosses to her. If we look at the average positions for Spurs players against Manchester United, you can see that they were very much concentrating their threat in the centre and not using the wings to advance much at all. So we must ensure that our holding midfield players safeguard the defensive line and populate the midfield as much as possible before utilising the wings as the attacking outlet. Now, I expect that Sonia will select a strong team today, especially after resting players in our midweek Champions League match, and I expect that we will dominate the game and come away with the 3 points. I'm predicting a 3-0 victory for Chelsea. There won't be an easy game at all, but ultimately we will have way too much of an attacking threat for them to manage, and our midfield will be the difference on the day. So make sure you tune into Sky Sports this evening at 6:45 to see the mighty Blues retain our London bragging rights once again. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my video. If so, please like and subscribe. I'll catch you in my post-match video, but until then, keep the blue flag flying high. Big love.